Hi, and a good day to all of you. Lecture 4 is on Philippine mammals. Within the skin or integument are some of the unique mammalian features, like hair, which consists of dead epidermal cells that grow from living cells in the hair root. It consists of a middle medulla surrounded by the cortex, and the outermost layer is the cuticle. Sebaceous glands are closely associated with the hair follicle and provide lubrication, while sweat glands are for thermoregulation. Summer is closely creeping in, and our sweat glands will be at work again. Most mammals do not sweat as much as we do. Ever wonder where your dog's sweat glands are? They are located on the pads of their feet and on their nose. Mammary glands are, of course, unique mammalian features that in females function to nourish their young. Rats have 6 pairs. Pigs have 9 pairs. Bats have a pair situated in the axillary region. Pangolins have a pair much similar to humans in the pectoral region. Whales and dolphins have mammary slits, which are special folds of the skin that surround the mammary glands to protect them. Also unique to mammals are the muscular diaphragm, enucleated erythrocytes, and the left aortic arc. Unique mammalian characters found in the skull and lower jaw allow the identification of even primitive mammals. Mammals have a single lower jawbone, the dentary, and what sets aside mammals from other vertebrate groups is the single articulation between the dentary and the squamosal. Mammals have 3 middle ear bones, an enlarged temporal fossa onto which chewing muscles are attached, possess different kinds of teeth or exhibit heterodonty, and at the base of the foramen magnum is a double occipital condyle. Because of endothermy, a physiological ability shared with birds, mammals are able to occupy a variety of habitats, be it aquatic or terrestrial. In the Philippines, we have semi-aquatic mammals such as the river otter, and dolphins and dugongs as fully aquatic mammals. We also have various terrestrial forms such as the flying or volant mammals, the bats. Some are gliding forms such as the kologo and so-called flying squirrels. We also have mammals that live mostly in trees and those that live underground or are fossorial. The ones that walk and live on land are termed as terrestrial. In terms of activity patterns, mammals may be classified as diurnal, those that are active during the day, nocturnal, those that are active during the night, and crepuscular, or those that are active during the early morning and in the late afternoon. Mammals in the Philippines can also be classified as small, medium, and large. Small mammals are those with adult weights of up to 1 kilogram, medium with adult weights of up to 20 kilograms, and the large mammals weigh more than 20 kilograms. Philippine mammals are represented by 11 orders consisting of Eulipotyphla with 14 species, Pholidota 1 species, Scandentia 2 species, Dermoptera 1 species, Chiroptera 80 species, Primates 3 species, Rodentia 93 species, Carnivora 8 species, Artiodactyla 9 species, Cetacea 26 species, and Sirenia 1 species, for a total of 238 species, 211 of which are terrestrial species. Let us see some of the representative species from the various mammalian orders in the Philippines. From order Eulipotyphla, we have family Cericidae. So shrews belong to family Cericidae and are typified by the house shrew, Suncus murinus. Shrews have long, pointed, movable snouts and a tail with bristles. Some people sometimes refer to them as rodents, but as you can see from the skull, it is different from rats or mice. Their teeth are numerous and are sharp. That's because they are insectivorous. One of our endemic shrews is the Luzon forest shrew, Crossidura grayi. Also under order Eulipotyphla is family Erinaceidae. The genus Podogymnura contains two species, Podogymnura aureospinula and Podogymnura truei, both of which are restricted to the southern Philippines. So this is the skull of Podogymnura aureospinula. As you can see from the skull, they also have many sharp teeth. Order Chiroptera consists of two groups of bats, the Megachiropterans or the fruit bats, and the Microchiropterans or the smaller so-called insectivorous bats, although not all of them are insectivorous. Under the order of Megachiroptera is a single family, family Pteropodidae. So these are the fruit bats, and the four limbs, of course, of Chiropterans are modified into true wings, extending from the second to the fifth digit. In fruit bats, the interfemoral membrane may be absent or reduced. The tail is short, and the second finger usually has a claw. Both the tragus and the antitragus are absent, and there are no elaborations on the nose, and relative to the Microchiropterans, they have larger eyes. Compared with fruit bats or the Megachiropterans, the Microchiropterans have a larger or broader interfemoral membrane, and you can see that there are elaborations of the nose or the nose lift in some. The eyes are also smaller. So this consists of the sheath-tailed bats, the horseshoe and round lift-nosed bats, the free-tailed bats, and the false vampire bats. For family Megadermatidae, there is a single species, Megaderma spasma, or the common Asian ghost bat. As you can see, there is a broad interfemoral membrane, but there is no tail. The ears are also large, and they are connected in the middle. Seen here is a nose lift found in some groups of Microchiropterans. And you can see that there would be differences in terms of the shape of the posterior nose lift. Like for this one, the posterior nose lift is pointed. And this also has an antitragus. For family Rhinolophidae, the posterior nose lift is pointed. There is an antitragus, and there is a long tail that is enclosed within the broad interfemoral membrane. Members of family Hippocideridae also have long tails that are enclosed in a broad interfemoral membrane, but notice that the posterior nose lift is flat. For family Vespertilionidae, there is also a long tail that is fully enclosed in the interfemoral membrane. However, there is no nose lift. Can you see a tragus or an antitragus? So what you see there is a tragus. Examples for family Vespertilionidae is the hairy-winged bat, Harpiocephalus harpia, and the orange-fingered Myotis, Myotis rufopictus. Family Vespertilionidae is one of the most species-rich among the microbats. For family Emballonuridae, so again, there is no nose lift. And you can see there on the right that the tail is short. It's shorter than the interfemoral membrane, and it is not fully enclosed. So this is Taphosus melanopogon, or the black-bearded tombbat. By adjusting the hind legs in flight, this membrane can be lengthened or shortened as it slips over the tail, increasing maneuverability of these bats. For family Mollusidae, the tail is longer than the interfemoral membrane, and of course, part of that tail is free. So this is the group of so-called free-tailed bats. And you can also see that there is no nose lift. And an example is the wrinkled lip bat, Cheraphon plicata. We now move on to a different order Dermoptera, with a single species and a single family, family Cynocephalidae. So our example is our endemic Philippine flying lemur, or more appropriately called Colugos. So the Cynocephalus volans is neither flying nor is it a lemur. So I think it's better for you to call it a Colugo. The body, of course, is covered with fur, and it is a gliding form. So it is not a flying form, it's a gliding form. And there is a patagium that is present, which extends from the forelimbs to the hind limbs. And it has a distinct skull and also teeth. So the first lower two incisors are comb-like. These are herbivorous. Order Scandentia consists of family Tupaidae. And by their appearance, they have some semblance with squirrels. However, upon closer look, tree shrews have longer snouts, and squirrels are rodents, so you can see there the skull, and so the skull is very different, and also the teeth. Furthermore, they have long claws, as you can see from the picture. So our examples are Tupaya palawanensis, or the Palawan tree shrew, which is only found in Palawan, and the Mindanao tree shrew Urogale everettae, which is found in the Mindanao Paik. So these are endemic to the Philippines. Order Pholidota, family Manidae, consists of the Palawan pangolin Manis culiunensis, which is one of the most trafficked mammals in the world. So the body is, well, a little like reptiles because they have scales, and then the teeth are lacking, and they feed on ants and termites. And these are, of course, only found in Palawan. Order Primates consists of the families Tarsiidae, Lorisidae, and Cercopithecidae. So they have functional digits, thumbs or toes or both, which are opposable. They may have nails or claws present on their digits. So we have here the Philippine tarsier, the slow loris, and the long-tailed macaque. For order Carnivora, we have several families. For family Felidae, the leopard cat, Mustelidae, the river otter, Viveridae, the civets, Herpestidae, the mongoose, and Mephitidae, the endemic Palawan stink badger. So the canine teeth is strongly differentiated from the incisors in this group. And although they belong to order Carnivora, remember that not all members of order Carnivora are carnivorous. Order Rodentia is another order that is species rich, not only in the Philippines but globally. So rodents have well-developed incisors, and then there's a gap between the incisors and the cheek teeth, or the premolars and the molars, the diastema. The claws are always present, and this consists in the Philippines of squirrels, where patagium may be present or absent. So the patagium is present in the gliding forms. They have a hairy tail or a bushy tail, and they are adapted for arboreal habits. We also have the largest family, Muridae, consisting of the mice and the rats. So they do not have patagium. The tail may be hairy or bushy. The tail may have scales, naked or bicolored. Some are adapted for arboreal, some are semi-arboreal, and some are adapted for terrestrial habits. And some are even burrowing forms. We also have family Hystricidae, or the Old World porcupine. So we only have one species, which is endemic to Palawan. And the pelage is well developed into spines. These are some examples of our endemic forest rats. So they do not look a lot like those that are considered as pests. Okay, so we have the dinagat hairy-tailed rat, Botomys rosatus, which is rusty colored. We have Cretomis mindorensis, or the Mindoro striped rat. We also have the fluffy Rhynchomis banahaw. So notice the pointed snout. So this is the Banahaw shrew rat. It's only found in Mount Banahaw. Also Apomis banahaw, the Banahaw forest mouse, is only found in Mount Banahaw. And we have also, this one, it looks like the pest rat, like Rattus tanizumi. But its tail is bicolored. Okay, so notice there the white tip of the tail. So this is Rattus everetti. It's a Philippine endemic rat. So this is the Philippine forest rat, and one that is tolerant of various habitat disturbances. The largest murids that we have are the cloud rats, and they are all endemic to the Philippines. We have several species in Luzon: Phloemis pallidus, Phloemis comengai, Crateromys shandenbergi, And we have those that are found only in Dinagat Island, Crateromys australis and Crateromys hinii in Panay. The presence of Crateromys paulus in Ilin Island is one that merits more investigation because they haven't seen the species in the island. Family Shuridae consist of squirrels. So there are squirrels in the Philippines, but they are only found in Palawan and Mindanao. The one that is seen in Manila, Alabang, and nearby areas now is an invasive species of squirrel, Calliosturus finlaysoni. So anyway, we have several species that are found in Palawan, and an example is Sundascurus stiri, or the southern Palawan tree squirrel. We also have the Philippine pygmy squirrel, Exilioscurus consinus, and we have two species of flying, so-called flying or gliding squirrels. The Palawan flying squirrel, Hylopetes nigripes, and the Mindanao flying squirrel, Petinomys crinitus. Family Hystricidae consists of a single species, the Palawan porcupine, Hystrix pumila. So we have few large mammals, and they belong to order Artiodactyla, or the even-toed ungulates. So they have functional digits that are reduced to 2, and the digits have hoofs instead of claws or nails. So this consists of course, the tamarao, several species of our deer, and several species of our wild pigs. Our marine mammals are represented by two orders. Order Sirenia, or the dugong, dugon, and order Cetacea, the dolphins and the whales. And in some references, the more recent references will combine or have already combined order Artiodactyla and order Cetacea into just one order, order Cetartiodactyla.